just jumping in, it's kind of like a future me type situation. I want to make a really quick correction before I put this video up. I noticed that right as I was talking about how much is going to go into each envelope in the 5.5K challenge, which is the $100 challenge all the way through the $1,000 challenge that my son and I created a while back. I was telling you that I'm going to put $100 in each one of the envelopes. Disregard that. It is clearly stated here, and it will clearly show here in just a second when I do the cash stuffing. I only am putting in $10 for each one. Don't know what's going on. I did have 2 cups of coffee, and I was drinking a hot cocoa when I made the video, but I just want to come in here and tell you that real quick before you see the cash stuffing. So please disregard me saying $100. I wish I could put $100 in each one of those envelopes, but that's not the case. Yes, it was 10 in each envelope that you'll see here in just a minute, and yes, I misspoke. So no, when I'm saying 100, 100, 100, I'm actually meaning 10, 10, 10. The only $100 that I did put in to the cash stuffing is for my Amazon Prime Day. All right, now you can go ahead and see the cash stuffing. Good morning, everyone. We are back yet again, and we are rolling forward for the 3rd week of November. Now, we are running a few days ahead of schedule, which is really good for me. I am getting things done in the house slowly but surely, and Jessie's getting super excited about her room. So, with that being said, I do still have a couple of packages coming in. Y'all, I went ahead and when I showed you my Affrirm account, it also included a bread maker on that entire list. It's one of the items in a bundle of things that I purchased that has still yet to be completely processed from Affrirm so that I can get a monthly amount that I'll be paying on that specific order. But I did order a bread machine. I ordered a 100 pack of bread sleeves along with the ties. The reason for that is I'm really getting tired of buying bread at the store that the price is just not stable. It's gone up, it's gone down, it's gone up, it's gone down. And my children go through a lot of sandwiches, and I do mean a lot of sandwiches. So with that being said, I went ahead and purchased a used but in mint condition bread machine, and I absolutely love it. The cool thing about it on Amazon is there are a lot of times you can buy used or open boxes that have been returned back to the factory and has been tested and made sure it was in proper working order and super duper clean and parts replaced and things of that nature, and get it for a much lower price. So the bread machine I've got coming is nothing very fancy. In fact, it's only $54. It's a basic one, and that's pretty much all I need because I need to be making sandwich bread. So that is something that is still inbound and due to come in, I think Monday or Tuesday. The other item in that as well is an electric kettle. Now, I did buy my daughter Tori one as well. It seems like I think I'm pretty much going to equip her kitchen at the same time I'm trying to equip mine. My daughter is extraordinarily low income and doesn't have the income for this. And it's just something that as a parent, I want to do for her. She has her own little boy and things of that nature. So while she focuses on him, I want to be able to help her with some more things that would just benefit her in her kitchen as well, make life a little easier. So I just wanted to update you on that. Those, I believe, are the last items to finally come in so we can start really doing this unboxing. Jessica's room, again, looks like a warehouse, but she's getting super excited. All of her items have finally arrived, and then some. So with that being said, let's go ahead because I'm expecting the rest of this month to be very, very quiet and the spending to really, really slow down. Now, with that being said, we do not celebrate Thanksgiving. Let's recap here because it's been a while since I have done this. We have decided to drop all holidays with the exception of birthdays. Now, Christmas is up and around the corner as well, and we're not doing Christmas anymore in the traditional sense, y'all. I'm giving my children $25 every single month at the very beginning of each month. They can choose to spend it. They can choose to save it. If they save it for the entire year, at the end of the year, they'll receive $300 in total into their accounts for Christmas. But lately, y'all, they're choosing to spend it as soon as they get it. And that is their right to do so. They do know what's going on. They're happy with the setup. I just feel like the traditional Christmas is too much. People spend too much money, buy too many things. A year later, even 6 months later, kids are not interested in what you bought them. They're not interested in the toys, and the little guys and little girls are the same way. They're just not interested in the toys, and before you know it, you're donating toys and too many toys because you spent too much. Now, I'm not talking about everybody else. I'm kind of talking about myself in the past, and I've fallen into that trap and did the same thing, and that is no more. Cash is what I give my children. They can choose how they spend it. Sometimes they spend it on Uber Eats. I'll be real honest. I'm just like, wow, you spent it on a meal. But you know what? That is their right to spend their money any which way that they want. My responsibility is to hold up to my end of the bargain and tell them, y'all getting $25 a month. This is your Christmas money. Spend it now. Save it. Whatever you want to do with it. So we do celebrate holidays when it comes to birthdays. So they do get their birthday cake. They do get a choice of where they get to eat. And from here on out, moving forward, they are only going to get $100 a piece. I still have a lot in my celebrations and my Christmas fund. They are all fully funded, but I'm going to keep that in there. And from here on out, I'm just going to pull out of there for their actual Christmas. So instead of it coming out of my monthly budget, it's going to come out of my holiday and celebrations binder. And that has, I believe, $2,500 in Christmas. And I've got quite a bit as well still in celebrations. I can celebrate all my kids' birthdays next year, and I don't have to save for it. That's why you don't see me saving right now for that, because it's already fully funded. And since I've revamped and did the way that I wanted to do something, now that with the Christmas and stuff like that, I've got all that money left there that is just going to stay there, and I'm just going to deduct from that every single month. So again, you won't be seeing that on my upcoming next month's first of the week budget for December. All right, so let's talk about what we have for weeks number 3. Again, I expected to be super duper quiet. I did not end up spending the $100 for this week number 2. I'm just holding tight on groceries, using what we have already currently in the house. I will say for this 3rd week coming up, I am adding a little bit more money to it. You'll see that here in just a minute, because I really need to get bulked up on some good breakfast options for my children. All right, so with that being said, our rollover amount for weeks number 3 is $1,500 and what was it? Oh my gosh, I want to say it was $1,595 for weeks number 3. Now, I did do a little something for myself. I was kind of missing it, and I honestly just wanted to turn it back on. Now, it's only a $5 bill every single month. Apologize, I'm grabbing my hot cocoa because my throat is very sore today. It's literally in the middle of the night. The chihuahuas are sleeping, the kids are sleeping, and this is probably the easiest way for me to do things. Hopefully you won't hear any sirens, because you hear those all day long around here. Because I live on the 911 route, so you hear sirens all day, sometimes all night. But I decided to turn Discovery Plus streaming app back on. It's something I really, really enjoy. Something my daughter Tori can also jump into and watch as well. She watches all my streaming apps. That way it cuts back on her bill, so she doesn't have to deal with that. And since I'm already watching it, why not just let her watch it as well? And my kids can watch it too. So Discovery Plus is pretty much for me, but anybody in my household, including my daughter outside my household, is more than welcome to watch it as well. So I did turn that back on, which means, yes, again, another streaming app. But that was only $4.99, so I just put $5. So subtracting that from $1,595 as a rollover, we're down to $1,590. Now, rolling that into groceries or variable spending down here, again, I already put $100 in off camera in my grocery budget, and we're holding tight. We're not spending it. We're not spending it. We're not spending it. So with that being said, I'm going to add another $50 in there, and that's going to give me $150. Now, I probably will spend every bit of that mostly on things for breakfast items. I am currently getting ready to make ahead English muffin, McMuffin sandwiches and things of that nature, just to make breakfast a little bit easier from time to time when we want to pull out a breakfast sandwich. Y'all, I am not about to be buying the Jimmy Dean or the store-bought breakfast sandwiches anymore. Have you seen the price in the frozen food section of those going up? It's crazy. with my egg pan that makes the 4 eggs that I've showed you recently. And yes, I keep bragging about it because I love it that much. I'm making homemade McGriddles from home, y'all. Like, seriously, I'm making homemade McGriddles at home, homemade egg McMuffins at home, and we are saving so much doing that. And I've got hash browns, y'all. I've got diced potatoes. I've got shredded hash browns. We even use tater tots as a breakfast side instead of an actual hash brown. So we've got some options, but we are running low quite a bit on some of these options as well here shortly. So for the month, third week of November, we will do the grocery shop, but we held off on this week, and I'm very proud of my kids for doing so. So with that $50 added into there, I am down to, oh my gosh, I did not put it on this page, I don't think. I think it's $1,590, yes. So that is what we did. Now, I've made a change. Y'all need to chime in if I am doing something wrong. But over here on the top portion over here for sinking funds, I was listing my sinking funds out individually on how much I was putting into my sinking funds. This time, I just put my Capricorn binder. Hello. My Capricorn binder there, which holds my veritable sinking funds and all of my savings challenges currently right now. And instead of writing them all down, I just put Cap binder, which is my Capricorn binder. I've yet to set up my husband's binder, and his is in a Sagittarius, because he's born on December 13th, where I'm born December 29th. So I'll be setting his up here shortly. His will include things like all the car items, the new car that we're saving for, the car maintenance, the car insurance. He will have a household slip as well as when he gets here, we will be splitting a lot of the bills. We will not be sharing bank accounts. I don't believe in sharing bank accounts, but what is mine is his, what is his is mine, and that has always been our concept and thought with everything. I mean, we are like twins, I kid you not. But with that being said, that is how things are, and that's no play off to my brother, because my brother and I are born on the same day, so we are twins. But with that being said, me and my husband are like, we're just in sync, let's just say it that way. So what I've just decided to do is just tell you guys that I am putting $305 into that this binder. That does not include the groceries. The $305 just includes the savings challenges, and I do have a breakdown. I'm hoping that I'm working these worksheets right. I could be way off, and if I am, please let me know. I mean, this should be self-explanatory, but to me, it's kind of a work in progress. I do love this binder layout and things of that nature with the budget by paycheck system by the workbook that the budget mom put out, and I'm just absolutely in love with it. I'm currently going to see if I can contact somebody within her business, because I bought the printable, and if you all have the printable, please chime in and let me know. I only needs to print October, November, and December for next year. August, September, October, November, and December. I don't want to print out the whole workbook again. I just want to print out those months. If anybody knows if you can just go in and print those months out specifically, please let me know, because I don't even know what pages they start on to kind of do a page range. So I'm going to ask, and also suggest that she breaks that down when she delivers that in a printable version, that she delivers it in 12 sections or 12 months, so you can just go print whatever month that you want. I think that would be a drastic improvement. So $305 is coming into this binder for savings challenges. With that being said, it'll bring me down to $1,235. We're going to take that down to extra debt, which is my Affrirm account, which you guys just saw yesterday, for $2,588. I'm going to quickly pay off Dawnya's laptop for sure. That was $91. So I'm paying that $91, and the extra $9 is just going on an additional option for one of my accounts. Now, none of them are at the $9 range. I think the lowest one is $10. So I may just go ahead and spend that extra buck out of my bank account and bulk that up. Now, I did get an Etsy payout, so I appreciate everything that anybody has purchased on my Etsy shop. My Etsy shop is currently 25% off right now. I'm running a sale. So anything from Etsy, anything from YouTube, anything from side hustles that I do is all going to go to paying my Affrirm account down. So I will go ahead and pull that. Dawnya's laptop will be paid in full. So that normal $21 or $22 a month that I pay for her laptop will drop off that account. And I'm super excited about that. Taking that $100 out of that, we're down to $1,135 for the month. Nothing for rollover for savings. As you all know, that I do savings at the very end of the month. Whatever is left over at the very end will actually roll over to savings. And then we'll start the next month completely fresh. All right, here's my breakdown before we go ahead and do our cash envelopes as well. Again, we are working several days in advance right now, and that is helping me out a lot, especially if I'm doing this at night when my kids are asleep and I'm not getting sidetracked. The dogs are not barking 100,000 times a day and things of that nature. I got some loud chihuahuas, let me tell you. They're not ankle biters, they're love doves, but they are loud and proud about it. So let's talk about my cash breakdown for my envelopes. Now this is what I plan on adding into my sinking funds. It should equal $305 if I did my math right. And Lord have mercy, in the middle of the night, God only knows if I did my math right. And I love math, but sometimes I don't like me. So the savings challenges, the 100 through the 1,000 are all going to get $10, as you see. My bank buffer is getting my variable buffer is getting 100. I'm getting 100. Pets is getting 100. Back to bank buffer is getting 100. Summer groceries is getting 100. Etsy shop is getting 100. I did take the $10 out that I needed for that because that item came in finally. Unfortunately, the Christmas things I have in place right now are having to be remade. I'm having my daughter remake them. Her packages to me have never arrived to my house. I'm kind of like, what is going on? So she's recreating them. They're already been created. She's just reprinting them and cutting them. Household is getting 10. Emergency money is getting 10, kids getting 10, and moving is getting 10. We're just making things super duper easy. Now, with that being said, we are changing over Amazon Prime because we no longer have Amazon Prime because it is fully funded for next July. Now we are working on Walmart delivery, which needs to be funded by next summer as well. So that is getting a 20. Amazon Prime Day is definitely getting 100 because I am an Amazon Prime Day baby and I'm obsessed, all things Amazon Prime. But Prime Day is just my thing. So that's what I need to save up for. So Prime Day is getting a 100. And then date night is only going to get a 10 because he's still overseas. Yes. The 100 or the 50. Now I'm going to mess up, y'all. The 26, the 50, and the 100 envelope challenges are all only going to get a 10. Smart House is going to get a 10. And then we have Uber Eats is going to get a 10. And then Mother's Day and Father's Day savings challenges are each going to get a 5. That should give me a grand total of down here of $305. And I'm hoping I did my math right. So if you did a breakdown of this, now I don't go to the bank, y'all know I only use prop money. I don't leave cash in my house. That's just not a safe thing to do in this neighborhood that I live in. Unfortunately, it really is not safe to do anywhere because even if you leave cash in your house, if you bolt your safes down to your floor, you bolt them. Somebody can unbolt them. You can unbolt them because when you move to a new house, you got to unbolt and move, right? So we never keep cash in this house. Now, I will be going because I didn't start yet, and I kept saying I was going to start. I am going to start the penny, nickel, dime, and quarter challenge. My son is still in the process of making those trackers. Once he makes them, those packages will go up online. You'll get a tracker. You get your choice of whatever label you want. If you decide to do the penny challenge, you'll get that. If you get the nickel, you get that. You get the quarter, you get that. You get the dime, you get that. You'll get the actual sticker that goes on like a mason jar, and you'll get your color lid that you want. The lid colors now I have in stock are light blue, black, silver, gold, and rose gold. So I have all 4 of the challenges sitting here on my desk. I have the mason jars. All you need is a wide mouth mason jar. And all it needs to be is a quart size, okay? So super simple. You can pick them at the store for about $2-3. And then you slap the label on, you slap the lid on, and you can redo that challenge over and over again because you are going to get the tracker and it is going to be laminated, y'all. Yes, it is. The penny tracker is going to be laminated, the quarter tracker, the dime tracker, and the nickel tracker. So we'll talk more about that. Philip will be up today doing the penny tracker. We finally did get Microsoft, and I have to pay $7. So that's one thing I haven't paid. I did put it on my credit card, so I need to atone for that as well. That's $6.99. That's what I did forget when I was doing this. But I did need the Excel spreadsheet in order to finish creating what I need to. I tried to find one online for free. Wasn't happening. So I should have a $100 bill. I should have a $50 bill. The $50 bill is actually for groceries though. The $100 bill, the $50 bill, I should have a $20 bill. I should have 17 $10 bills and 2 $5 bills. So that is what we have. And we are going to go ahead and do our cash stuffing for week 3. We are going to really work ahead of the team of things I need to get done and get caught up on. And while going ahead and doing that, again, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving at all in my house. I mean, if you don't wake up and you're not thankful for each and every day, I don't know what else to say. We are very thankful for every single day that we're given on this earth. And being happy that we wake up every day and have the new day to accomplish the things that we are trying to accomplish in our life. So I'll be real careful because I was told that I put the $100 in the wrong envelope last time, and I was like, oh my gosh, did I really? I went back, yes I did. So I changed that out. So thank you to Beth for letting me know. So we do have a 100, we have a 150, 170. So those are off to the side here. Then we're going to count our 10. So that is 170, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 300, 310, 20, 30, 40. I'm hoping I didn't overdo it because this number just does not sound right. So 340, 345, and 350. So if I had 50 plus 305, I should have 355. And for some reason, I'm only coming out to 350. We will just figure out where I might have went wrong or if I may have calculated wrong when I added. But anyways, I'm not going to sweat about it because basically it's just $5. And if I need to pull 5, I can pull an extra 5. That's not a big deal. It'd be a big deal if I had to pull more and I didn't know what the heck I was doing. $100 is in here right now. We're going to add 50. Again, we did not do groceries for week number 2 for November. We are holding tight. So $50 is going in. So that is for groceries for this coming week of week 3rd of November. Uber is still fully funded quite a bit. Buffer is doing amazing. We haven't had to touch Buffer. Go me. Actually, I think we did. Yes, we did. I take that back. We had to take 20 out of here. My bad. We had to take 20 out of here because groceries for the first week was 170 and I thought it was 150. Come to find out it was 170. So I did have to take 20 out. My bad. All right. So I'm going to be very careful in how I do this. And yes, I'm going to check my denominations before I start messing things up all over again. All right. So $10 is going in for veritable buffers. And that's for, again, this one here. And it's for anything that I go over in groceries or Uber, aka gas for me. So that's 100. $200 challenge is me. I'm excited. We're rolling really high on this one already. $10 is going in for me. $10 for pets. I'm finding when I stick with the same denomination for the most part, it helps me stay on track. So $10 for pets. $10 for back to bank. I'll be super excited when I get $400 in here again. I'm on my second rotation of this, and this goes literally into my bank to keep a buffer there. Summer groceries is $500. $600 is Etsy. Here's the $10 I just took out basically for the light blue lids. I was hoping to get navy blue, and I haven't found navy blue yet, but light blue is really cute. So $700 is household. Going to be muchly needed here pretty dang on soon, but we're not anywhere near that amount right now. $800 is emergency cash. $900 is kids. I apologize if the shadow, as I'm trying to put these in because I got the light source off here to my right hand side. And literally, y'all, it's just my CCTV. $1,000 moving fund is getting a 10. Now, I don't have an actual label for this yet. This is just Amazon Prime that's been turned backwards, y'all. And that is actually getting to $20. And that is going to be, my son will make a new dashboard for me that is actually going to be Walmart delivery, which I am totally keeping. In fact, I have Walmart in home is what I have. And the reason I have that is because I tip so high sometimes that using Walmart delivery in home, they do not come inside my home still, but they actually, I don't pay a tip. There's no tip required. So that helps out in that category a lot. And that's only an extra, I want to say it was $6.99 a month. And I tip more than $6.99 in a single delivery. So Amazon Prime Day is getting the $100. Yes, Amazon Prime Day is going to get bulked up. I need to be ready for July. Yes, I do. A lot of the things that I like to get the kids to go on sale, some clothing pieces will go on sale and things of that nature as well. So that is Amazon Prime Day. Now, because I wasn't paying attention on my sheet where I'm at, I'm going to make sure that I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing absolutely right and that I haven't messed up. Nope. Okay, we are doing fantastic. So after Amazon Prime Day, we have date night. And date night doesn't need to have a lot at this time. So we're just going to continue to be consistent and bulk it up. Little by little. The next three are the 26, the 50, and the 100 envelope challenge. They're all getting a 10. I do have a 3-pack coming out today of all 3 of these. As a pack on Etsy, you'll get the 26-week, the 50-week, and the 100 envelope challenge all in one savings pack. It will come with 4 random colored pencils as well. That way each week you can just take a colored pencil and say every first week of every month you'll color this one that you do green, and the second week you'll color this one blue, and the third week you'll color whatever you save orange or things of that nature. So I'm just letting you know. And this should be the 100 envelope challenge. I'm hoping I did that right. I'm talking and not paying attention. Okay, next one should be Smart Home. I just want to make sure that I am on target. Yes, I am. So proud. My son actually printed this out on paper instead of cardstock, which I'm fine with because I just basically use these as dashboards versus coloring them in. Blind people can't color things in. Let's get real. So $10 is going into Smart Home. So that 3-pack bundle will be up in my shop today. It also will be 25% off because I'm running that sale right now. And we have that. Next one is Uber Eats, and Uber Eats is getting a 10. Now this is where it doesn't make sense because I'm down to the last 2 and I still have 10, yet I thought I was under budget. So I'm not sure what's going on. We're gonna leave that 10 here. I pulled it, I might as well just go ahead and use it. We got 2 5s. We have Father's Day and Mother's Day. Father's Day for my husband. My kids will be split it 3 ways between them. I'm hoping to get to at least 150 for each. That way each one of my kids will receive $50 and they can do whatever. If they want to each get us something, that's great. If they want to get us a meal, that's great. I know Jessica, she'll probably order me Uber Eats and maybe a coffee mug. I don't know what Philip and Dawnya will do. Another 5, because I'm only putting 5 in each, is going into Mother's Day. Okay, so I do still have this tin out. I'm not sure what's going on. Like I said, I thought I was like $5 short or something of that nature, and it looks like I'm $10 over, and something in my math just didn't add up, which I'm okay with because this is what I showed that I pulled out. So let's go ahead, and it's never going to hurt if I can stick an extra $10 into groceries, honestly. With inflation and things of that nature, yeah, groceries is going to get it. It's going to get the extra $10, y'all. Not that big of a deal. Sometimes you pull a little bit more out than you expected. Sometimes your numbers just looked a little funny. Luckily, it's not a very big amount difference for me. I'm super happy about that. So, anyways, that's what I have for you. I was supposed to start my empty nester challenge, y'all. And let me show you. Oh, let's see if I can reach back here. This is one of the jars. I have the nickel, the penny, the quarter, and the dime challenge jars. And this is one of the jars. And I'm hoping it's not too close up. But you'll get the sticker, and then you'll get your choice color of whatever lid you want. But I have all of them, and I just use a quart size, which is a 32-ounce mason jar. And I think at the store, I think they're like $2.95 or $3 a piece. So if you run and get your own mason jar, I was going to originally do mason jars, but y'all, they're super duper ass expensive to ship because bubble wrap is insanely expensive. And it would cost me so much that it would overcost you guys. One of my subscribers, her name is Carrie, so thank you, Carrie, I appreciate it, told me just sell the label with the trackers and the lids. And then it makes it so much cheaper to just ship out, and it makes it cheaper for you guys because you don't have to pay for the mason jar and the bubble wrap and the insane amount of cost it would cost to bubble wrap it to make sure it didn't get broken and insured and all that good stuff. So it does save you a bunch of pricing. So I do have this available coming out shortly. Again, my son will be making the penny tracker today. Depending on how fast we can get that done, we'll be doing the nickel tracker, the quarter tracker, and the dime tracker. Now those other 3 trackers are done the exact same way as the penny tracker. And nickel, you just put a nickel in every single day. So day 1, you put 1 nickel. Day 2, you put 2 nickels, just like you do with the penny challenge. Day 1, you put 1 penny. But the nickel challenge, the quarter challenge, and the dime challenge are extremely higher end amounts. But y'all, you can work on 1 tracker amount at a time. For example, when you get up to a point that you can't afford that actual amount, what you can do is you can work on that amount. And by that, I mean, when you get to like, you got to put in $50 this day, and then the next day you got to put 51. Well, maybe you can't put $101 in 2 days, y'all. So you just keep working on that 50, keep working on that 50, and as soon as you hit that $50, it could take you a week, it could take you a month. Then you go to the $51, and then the next day you go to the, and you just keep adding it over and over again and things of that nature. Now that would be like a $1 a day challenge type thing and increasing that. But I was just giving you like a rough example, like for quarter challenge, maybe it's $100.25 that day. The next day it's $150. Well, maybe you can't do $275 in 2 days. I don't know many people that could, but you could take weeks and weeks and weeks to save up for that 100. And once you reach the 125, then you're going to save and save and save and save, and just keep putting money in as you can, because a challenge is on your time span and your time pace, not someone else's. And that's what I like about it. So I do have, let's show you that one. Let's see. Here's the next one. That's 2. And I'm using this as an empty nester challenge, y'all. I got like 6-7 years before my kids can leave completely, if they ever do. Lord help me if they don't. I've got that one. I'm just showing you the designs on the front of it. My daughter actually made these designs herself. I paid for her to do it. They are laminated. So you'll get the label, and the label is laminated, and then you'll get your choice of lid as well. Like I said, there's the lid with the coin slot on the top. You just have to buy your own mason jar. And y'all, it's going to be a revolving. So once you finish it, you can go back. Let's see if I can do this without messing up my camera here. Here we go. You can go back and you can redo it over and over again. And y'all, it is a rotating perpetual system basically. So once you complete one of these huge challenges, you can go back and do the challenge over again and again and again, because the mason jar is always there. The trackers are going to be laminated, double-sided, and they're going to be on they're going to have 5 ml lamination, and they're going to be on card stock. So it'll be double laminated. That way, when you get to that certain amount, you can mark that amount off. It'll be an Excel spreadsheet version, and I can hole punch it if you want a 3-ring hole punch. I do not have the disc-bound hole punch system. I wish I did. That's something in the works that I do plan to have in the future. Or you can have it without like the hole punching to it, which I just have the 3-ring hole punch, and that's what I'm going to do. But these are going to be my empty nester jars. And I'll tell you, the quarter one, I think is $20-something thousand that you end up saving. And that's a crazy amount. Y'all know the penny challenge is $667.95. You know that the nickel challenge is quite a bit more too. I think that's in the $6,000 range, and I can't remember exactly what the dime challenge is, but I wanted to come on and show you that because these are going to be launching here really soon. Again, you'll get your choice color lid of either black, silver, gold, rose gold, or really light blue. And then you'll get the label and the laminated tracker, and then just go out and buy your jar. So I'm going to make sure it's reasonably priced for everybody, because I know there's a lot of people who'd like to do challenges, but they don't have really, you know, the amount of money that they need for some of these challenges are super crazy expensive on Etsy, and I'm not sure why they don't really cost that much to make, to be honest. And I know we all need to get our profit out of it and pay back for our supplies and things of that nature, but you know, remember that Etsy takes a lot out of our amounts too. I mean, they take a crazy amount. So with that being said, just wanted to come on and show you those. I've showed you them before, but we haven't gotten the trackers done yet. So now that we have the Excel spreadsheet, we'll be able to get the trackers done and get that launched and up for y'all. So questions, comments, concerns, suggestions. I know my camera's a little bit off. Ooh, there we go. Maybe that's a little bit better. I don't know. We'll catch you in the next video. I apologize. My camera's a little slanted, I think. Maybe I just hold it like that. That looks a little bit better, doesn't it? All right, y'all. We'll catch you in the next video. Until then, Without Limits is out.